Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Yay. Today the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Stay fabulous, bigger, better, and blessed. Okay, if you're new here today, my name is Yay and my evangelism is flexible. That means I get to look and speak and talk like this. So any Pharisees and scribes are out there trying to copy of my work, you cannot. Okay, my work, okay, is strictly coming from the source. The source is Elohim, okay, all creator, okay, God Himself, okay. So I am a chosen vessel of the Most High God Himself, okay. Let the people praise you, O Lord. Let the people praise you, all right. 1 Chronicles 18:14. Okay, this is what we're going to be reading today. The overall message here is new beginnings, new life, divine promises. God is bringing back what the enemy tried to steal. Okay. While follow with Esther 9:31, we're also going to be reading Job 2:12. Okay. 1 Chronicles 18:14 talks about redemption, God said. Okay, signifies David's successful reign over all Israel's characterized by his administration of justice and righteousness among his people. This verse this verse highlights David's commitment to fairness and the rule of law, fulfilling his role as a just and a equitable ruler. It foreshadows the messianic reign of justice and righteousness. So David reigned all over Israel. This establishes that David has secured his rule over the entire Israelite kingdom, uniting the tribes under his leadership and executed judgment and justice among his people. This phrase emphasizes David's commitment to fairness and having a covenant with God to keep his commitments. Okay. And the proper application of law for all his subjects, not just a select few, but all of us. Okay. So the fulfillment of God's law. Also be reminded that Ruth, David, okay, Jesus Christ was the great grandson of Ruth. Okay, the story in the book of Ruth. I love Ruth. Okay, so the fulfillment of God's law, and also Jesus Christ was in the lineage of David. So do you understand the connect the dots right there? Yes. Listen, this verse reflects the importance of justice and righteousness in leadership, aligning with Deuteronomy 16:18-20, okay, which instructs elders to judge fairly. The type of Messiah, okay, the type of Messiah that David, his reign particularly, okay, his just role is seen as a type of foreshadowing of the future messianic king who will establish a kingdom of righteousness and justice as described in Isaiah, okay, 9:7. And the importance for Israel. This verse meaning the idea for Israel's kings to rule justly and righteously ensures they will be their well-being of all of their people. Okay, so we're going to be reading Job 2:12, which says, "And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept, and they rend every one of his mantle and sprinkled dust upon their heads towards heaven." We're supposed to go to God, okay, with weeping, with mourning, with humility, okay, with obedience to him. God is a man who shall not lie. So any personal issue, any personal problem, burden, anything that you're going through in this physical realm, okay, go to God about it, because he will give you a triple confirmation, fourth confirmation. He would talk to you through the most foolish of things, of people. Okay. He will talk to you through anything. But he who has an ear, let him hear. Okay. And beware of the scribes and Pharisees. Okay. So we're going to be reading prophetic messages, which says, what a man sows, he will get back. The importance of repenting before engaging in spiritual warfare. The importance of repenting and talking to God before you do something or you thought about doing something evil. When you want to retaliate, talk to God first. Talk to God why you are angry. Talk to God why or this. When you are disturbed, go in your room and talk to God about it. Do not lean on your own understanding, because your understanding may lead you to your own demise, your own downfall. You thinking, "Oh, I'm just going to do this because she did this to me." Listen, do not go tit for tat, because God is a judge who sees all, and he is a just God. Okay, you know that you are wrong. He will always convict you, no matter if you are a righteous or you are a sinner. He will always convict you to want to turn back to him. We know what we're doing wrong. We know that we're not supposed to be doing this. We know that we're not supposed to be acting like this, okay? Because we have a role to fulfill in God's life, in God's ordinance for us in our life. Okay, so it's very crucial to keep our compassion, especially in family drama, on spiritual warfare, in the workplace, in the job, you know, toxic relationships, people that you ask God to remove from your life. God hears you, but it takes you to obey his call. It takes you to listen to God when he convicts you, because when you ask God for something, he will do it, not the way that you expect him to do it, but he will do it for you, his way, on his time, the appointed time. So do not rush God about anything, because his time is perfect peace. It might be taking forever in your world, but keep praying. Never stop praying, because when you stop praying, you stop having a relationship with God. Okay? It builds a momentum with God when you take your time, when you really surrender, when you have nothing, when you are left alone, when you're isolated, when you're secluded, when everybody has shunned you out in this world, because you are in this world, but you are not of it. God looks at the heart of a man. He does not look at the outer appearance. Okay? He does not look at what is in someone's house and coveted in an evil eye and all this tattoos, and he does not look at the outer appearance. Okay, he gave us this choice to have free will, okay, the good and the bad, but he's also going to judge. He also going to have judgment on us, okay, for him to act accordingly, to respect him. Okay, so have boundaries with certain people. Do not go back to these certain people. If you have prayed for a divine separation from them, God heard you. God is working on it. Do not ever give up. Okay, these people would leave you alone by a situation that God appointed it to leave you alone by the situation. Okay, keep your eyes on God. If people trying to come up against you, keep your eyes on God. If people try to attack you, assassinate your character, okay, ruin your reputation, keep your eyes on God. Okay. Listen, know your spiritual rank. Do not rejoice over someone's fall from grace. Remember that we must all die the same way. Do not rejoice over someone's downfall, because what a man sows, he shall reap. What you sow out in this world, you will get back. So those who bless others will be blessed. Those who curse others will be cursed. Okay? So know your spiritual rank. Know that you are messing with a child of God. Know that that's deep, that is serious consequences for messing with a child of God. Okay? Do not lean on your own understanding. Do not satisfy their unbelief. Walk away from them. God will deliver his promise in his appointed time to you. So do not rush God in his perfect work. Redemption, God said. Okay? God will deliver in his appointed time, not your time. So do not lean on your own understanding about anything. Jesus is the good shepherd, okay? He came to separate the sheeps from the goats, okay? He will fulfill your promises, and hope and salvation will only be found in God, not yourself, not worthless idol. When you cling on to worthless idols, they will be taken away from you, because you are not focused on God and what he can do for you. That's why the same people in Exodus were going around in circles, because they were complaining about when this and when this and when that. And then they want to do things on their own thing. So they got tired. They compromised to the devil. But God is saying, do not compromise your position, because the devil is trying to take your position. Okay? So leave it up to God. Focus on God.